Hey there guys, DMO73 here, bringing you the first deck profile for the day. This is Brad's Mono Green Vlad list. Very fun list, very unique take on Vlad. A lot of people thought that Green Vlad was too slow, but Brad really put together a really nice list for it that I'm really happy with. Playing against it, playing with it is really fun. So Vlad Tepes is the ruler, obviously. J-activate a pay a dark and pay 2 colorless, but you're almost never going to do that. And then for 2 cost, void cost, you can burn your opponent for 200 damage and gain 200 life. So that is the way that she kind of wins. You just kind of tap her every single turn to get a stone and play a kind of control game with your opponent until eventually you can just drain them so much that there's no way they're going to come back. But we will go over the flip side. She's an 800 1000 vampire. When she enters the field, you can destroy target Resonator with total cost of 3 or less, and you gain life equal to its defense. And for a 3-drop and banishing a darkness Resonator, you can give it imperishable until the end of the turn. So just in case it is going to die and you have some darkness Resonators to sack, you can make that happen. Very rarely are you going to flip Vlad over. It's just very powerful just by itself in the ruler spot. Stone deck, 20 green stones. 20 basic wind stones. Obviously you could tech in a little red or a Feithsing in there if you want, but there's really, you're going to hit it so infrequently that it's not a huge thing unless you're going up against a control mirror, and you're probably going to have responses to that anyway. Monster lineup, 3 Rataoskr, the Spirit Beast of Yggdrasil. This guy is a massive player for the deck. He has quick cast. He makes it so all of your green Resonators have quick cast. So the ability to play him during your opponent's turn is really huge. All of your beast cards cannot be targeted by your opponent's spells or abilities during their turn. So it makes it so like their rapid decays and stuff like that become essentially dead. Very good card. And then whenever a Resonator you control hits the field, this guy gains plus 200 until the end of the turn, so he can kind of get boosted up too based on how you play and service another blocker. The ramp package is obviously 4 Elvish Priest. We're pretty used to that. 4 Gretels, which are never going to miss, but the cool thing is with Rataoskr, you saw it in the video, you can flash in a Gretel, get a stone, and then block with it that same turn. Really powerful little trick. As well as the 4 Feithsing Magus of Holy Wind for more damage control and ramping. We're not done with the ramp package yet, because the new card is Hansel and Gretel, 4-drop, 400. When it hits the field, you draw a card, and you get to put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into play. Very powerful, especially with quick casting or Djinn. You flash in a Djinn or something, and bounce a 2 or 3 Hansels and Gretels out, bring them back into the end of the turn, draw a card, ramp, draw a card, ramp, draw a card, ramp. Really powerful swing in your favor. Plus, Djinn itself is very powerful. Plus, all of your green guys are going to get boosted when you play Darwin. This is a very important card for this deck because when you have 6 or more Magic Stones, all of your wind Resonators get +4/+4. Including Darwin. So Darwin becomes a 12/12. Hansels and Gretels become 8/8s. Even Gretels become 6/6s. It's your way to put pressure onto the board if you need to, before you've necessarily reached that point where you can just drain them. You can kind of close the gap with the bump from Darwin and then just burn them to death with Vlad. And then for last kind of control element, some more blocking power, you have Scheherazade. You can flash this in again when when your opponent's moving to attack. You flash this in, pick whatever Resonators they have that's really powerful for that turn, and say no, you can't attack me with those. As well as being able to kind of quick cast in that removal effect to be able to make some stuff happen that way. Can be really powerful. Flash it in during your opponent's end phase. At the start of your next turn, tap it, remove it. And then untap your Scheherazade and be able to have that spot removal easily accessible. In terms of Regalia, just a couple bows, just for some spot removal and some additional damage. And then just a lot of counter spells. 4 Cake Zones to let you cancel normal spells and draw cards. You can't draw cards off of Hansel and Gretel, but you can draw cards when you have Gretel. 4 Xeex for recycling, untargetable, cancel summon spells, stuff like that. Law of Silence to shut your opponent down for a turn. This is especially powerful if you are near the end game with Vlad. You can just drain them a bunch, leave 2 up, Law of Silence them, drain them a bunch immediately next turn, like get multiple sessions of massive drain and just finish the game off. And then 3, Exceed the Ancient Magic to round out the package. So that is the deck. Huge shout out to Brad for letting me show this deck off and giving me the deck list. I think it's really, really cool. I encourage you to give it a try. But let me know what you think. What cards you would change, what you would run differently, what you would, keep the same. And like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, this is TMO73 signing off.